So, everybody's sending me like 2021 draft content lately. It's like a big deal because I think we're seeing the emergence of a lot of these players, and it was a really interesting draft. And that's back when I do cover the draft still, but that's when I was really into covering the draft back in 2021. So this should be fun. For
Sure.
everybody that doesn't know, this is a 2021 redraft. So it's basically the picks. I mean, everybody knows what a redraft is, but it's basically the picks that we would pick in hindsight. And it's interesting with the butterfly effect and everything else. It's going to be really fun doing with this with you, Zach.
Big fan of redrafts, so nothing I'd rather be doing right now.
With that said, the Detroit Pistons back in 2021 drafted Cade Cunningham. You are on the clock.
We're gonna be here a while, man. This is so tough. No, I'm not gonna make it too crazy. It is what it is. It's always great when the number one pick stays the number one pick. It's what you want. You want that guy to be an all-timer in the making, and we're finally. I was hesitant about it till the end of last year, honestly. I thought we were gonna get a pretty close.
And I assume you're talking about Cade Cunningham.
I mean, I'm all in on Cade being a top 5 player in his peak, and there's a lot of metrics right now that are saying he's top 10 in the league right now. I think he'd be on pace to finish All NBA first team at the moment. Just gotta make sure the record stays intact and can keep getting his teammates better.
Yeah, I think he's a future MVP. I mean, Knicks fans are always mad at me when I say he's a better basketball player than Jalen Brunson, and I think he definitely is. He's, in my opinion, going to be All-NBA first team eventually, and as I said, a future MVP. I mean, he's a 3-level scorer, even though my guy, Coach Nick, always criticizes at-the-rim finishing. It's all he talks about, my guy, Coach Nick. But, I mean, he is a 3-level scorer. He could defend really well. And what I love most about him is the passing. Like, he makes everybody around him better. And with improved spacing, we were able to see what he could do with a basketball team.
Yeah, and he's clutch, too. He's not afraid of the moment. He just can fit with so many different guys, and that's a big thing going forward, just being able to fit with a bunch of different players. And he's had not the greatest teammates either. Like, I'm not going to be too hard.
Even all the way back at Oklahoma State. Like,
Yeah.
his spacing was not good,
Wasn't afraid of going to a shitty college. I mean, let's be honest. Like, he had offers to big-time schools. He chose that route. And that just, to me, I was pretty high on him because of that. I mean, even though don't get me wrong, he didn't take that team to the tournament, so that's not the greatest look, but, I mean, he got his stats and had some big games for him.
Yeah, when I don't want to keep going back to Coach Nick, but when it comes to the at-the-rim finishing, I think there's even things you could still do with this roster to provide him more spacing. Like, Malik Beasley is gone, right? Tim Hardaway Jr. gone. They did get Duncan Robinson, but they are 7-2, and they could still really improve this roster.
Yeah. What was I going to say? When were you all in on him? When did you start getting on?
Oklahoma State. Like, I was high on him, like really high. Like, I had his coach on the show.
Like, in the NBA, though. Like, you just thought he was going to overcome that because he wasn't very efficient till literally this year.
Yeah, I wasn't concerned in the beginning. I wasn't concerned. Like, I did shows with people who were telling me, like, he lost 26 in a row. How is he great?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's the team. It's not him. It's not an individual sport. Like, I was saying this all the way through. I was always really high on his game. But he's like the type of player that I naturally like the guy that makes everybody around him better. Like, I like players like that. I like that mold more than the ISO scoring mold, even though you could be an all-time great in that mold, like a Kevin Durant, right? Jason Tatum's great. But I like the LeBron, Magic Johnson, Jason Kidd, Cade Cunningham.
You've always been that way.
Player. Yeah, that's the type of player I like. So I always really enjoyed his game.
I like guys who know how to win and make others around them better, and I'm not willing to say he's better than Jalen Brunson yet, but
wow,
as a basketball player, like, that terminology, the way you say that just makes it seem like you can just twist it any way you want and not have it. Sure, as a
verbiage.
Yeah, exactly. As a basketball player, like I said, you can twist it that way, but like as an NBA player leading to wins, doing it over and over for a couple of years like Jalen Brunson has, you got to prove it. To me, that...
Well, okay, well, yeah. Well, Brunson...
Everything is earned, my man.
Yeah, okay. I got Cade over Brunson. You got Brunson over Cade. It doesn't matter in this episode because
Right.
Brunson is not a part of this draft class. So let's move on. The Houston Rockets actually selected Jalen Green here with the number 2 pick, but I'll go with Alperen Şengün, even though he's there anyway.
I'm with you. That's who I had at number 2.
Yeah, so to me, he's baby Jokic, obviously, even though he's more athletic, but not the player Jokic is yet. And I think that, he's going to be an all-NBA player just like Cade is. And we've seen the leap this offseason when it comes to FIBA, and we're seeing it now with him playing with Kevin Durant. He's the best player on that team so far this season, even though Kevin Durant is the greatest player on this team. But, yeah, how do you feel about Alperen's trajectory so far in the NBA?
So he surprises me more and more. Like the dribbling aspect is really shocking me right now. Just I haven't bought into his ball handling until this year. Kind of like Cade's efficiency. I mean, I like to see it for my eyes versus just projecting it and saying it's a definitive thing necessarily. But I always was high on him. I had him top 10 pre-draft. I was never like Jokic high on him like some people were, but that was just a cute thing to say. And the numbers are speaking for itself, man. He's trying. I mean, he just volume wise, he's not. You can't say he's Jokic yet, but like third all time in most 5-assist games in a row for a center right now. Jokic has the record at 11. He's at 9, so he could break that, and that'd be saying something. And I mean, the games are comparable. They really are.
Yeah.
I would just say the biggest difference, I mean, Jokic has, 2 inches on him? I'd have to get an exact measure.
But Alfred has the lighter feet, and he's more athletic.
Exactly. The athleticism means something. He probably has the chance to be a more positive defender, even though I think Jokic is very underrated in that aspect when it matters.
Yes.
But how good do you think he can get? I think top 10 is like top 7-ish. I don't see him being an MVP.
No, like we can't go down this list and give everybody MVP credentials, right?
Right.
I already said it about Cade, but I definitely think like all NBA, first team, second team. You know what the swing factor is actually? Like if he wants to get into the MVP conversation, is the shooting, like the 3-point shooting percentage. That's really what like changes things. If he could get that up, I mean, he'll be in that conversation eventually, I think. So, but it hasn't proven that he could be super consistent yet. What's his percentages this year, actually? Do you know?
Yeah, I got
that.
I got it right. Oh, he's 37 from 3 right now and 47 from the field.
Yeah, he's getting better. He's getting better for sure.
Jokic didn't hit 40 till like about this point in time too. Yeah.
40's tough. 40's tough. Yeah.
He, to me, I think the offensive thing, like, I think he needs better fits around him than Jokic does. As of right now. Maybe decision making, I think Jokic is just a little bit quicker, I would say. To me, that like what holds his ceiling back, like he has everything it takes, but like I don't know, what is it? Just that second gear to get to like 30 points per game if he needed to. Like, I mean, he had that really big comeback this year against Milwaukee, I think it was. That was exciting to see. He led that charge, but I just don't think he could have a 5-game stretch where he's just dominating 35 a game type of thing. I don't know.
I think also biggest difference in Jokic and not even Şengün, just almost everybody else in the league is like he's constantly creating advantages, even when he doesn't have the ball, even on defense, even in transition. Like he's always thinking, he's always playing basketball while he's playing basketball. Jokic is, and I don't think any player in the league does that quite like Jokic. It's nothing against Şengün. I mean, that's what makes Jokic an all-time great.
Yeah, both
all right, let's move
extreme
on.
competitors too. So
yeah. Let's move on. We got the Toronto. No, we don't. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers. They selected Evan Mobley back in 2022. You are on the clock.
This is the last chalky pick of this draft, I think. And you might have something different. I'd be surprised if you did, knowing you, but I'm sticking with Evan Mobley here. I think this is tier 2, really, or tier 1B, you can call it, of this draft, where it's Alperen and Evan Mobley in that tier, and Cade's just a little higher for me right now. But Evan Mobley, man, like last year he took that leap. Like he's able to score a lot better than people thought after year 1 and 2, and even being able to do that with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell on his team is pretty special. His dribbling, his passing ability, I mean, just the fundamentals to his game. He's not relying just on athleticism. I believe in his shot going forward. Like his ceiling to me is a decent amount higher than Alperen, but the chances of him reaching it aren't great just because of the situation where in Houston they're going to run things through Alperen and KD, where Evan Mobley's still just trying to fit in and get where he can.
Right. Yeah. No, I think it's a great pick. I feel like NBA Twitter is even higher on Evan Mobley than I am. Like there was top 10 lists that I saw he was higher than Anthony Edwards. Yes.
Where, like people you trust and like.
Yeah, like people not like big platforms.
Wow.
Like I feel like he's almost overrated by some people, even though he's really good.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not as high on him as some people are because of the offensive game. Like I don't think that's why I have Şengün over him. You know, there's just a lot more there on the offensive side.
I really like he's getting this time without Darius Garland right now. Getting those field goal attempts that I've been wanting to see for his first 4 years, but his career high was 12.8 last year, and right now he's at 15.2 field goal attempts. Career low field goal percentage right now at 47, but that comes with the territory, and I think with Garland back, spacing comes back, and that should go up.
All right, so back in 2021, the Toronto Raptors selected Scottie Barnes with the 4th pick, and I'm going to keep it simple. I would say Scottie Barnes. I mean, I liked his game back then. He's already been an all-star, and I think this is the year. This is like his Cade Cunningham year to me, and it's still really early in the season. I think this is the year that he takes another leap. When everybody was a little bit lower on him because it wasn't a crazy season, I think this is the year that people sleep on him and he takes another leap, and I really enjoy his game. I mean, obviously, defensively, he's great. He initiates offense. The three-point shot got way better in the NBA than it was in college. And I'm going to stick with Scottie Barnes here.
Okay. I'm glad you took him because he was falling for me.
Okay.
To me, he just hasn't translated to winning at the level I would like to see for his type of player. And I think he's a guy, like, it's not the stats either. Like, he's a guy that, being he has the all-around game, I think he should just translate to winning more, and I don't think he's great at anything. He's just good at a lot of things. And that's always a problem for me in evaluating player. Like, if you don't have one thing you're fantastic at and that you're going to hold your head on, like, day in and day out, like, this guy is just a well-rounded player to me, and I don't see him becoming great at one thing. What stands out to you with Scottie Barnes? If you were to pick one thing that he's excellent at, or that he's best at, he's not excellent at anything.
I'd say feel for the game. I think it's a combination of like length, athleticism, and feel. I think when you have those things, like another guy that we might get to eventually, Jalen Johnson's like that a little bit. Like what really sticks out about Jalen Johnson's game, I don't know, but like I just feel like I like those three things together, like the length, the athleticism, the feel for the game, and then just improving around, because those things are like kind of hard to teach, just improving around those areas. And he's still young. That's what sticks out for me.
Call me crazy, I like Jalen Johnson better.
I'm not mad at it. I mean,
okay.
He's good. We might get to him, but like even that first rookie year, I thought he would be like, I predicted he'd be all rookie first team, but then he just didn't get opportunity.
Yep.
Like he was getting G League reps,
for sure,
that first year. So yeah. All right. So back in 2021, the Orlando Magic selected Jalen Suggs. You are on the clock, Zak Noble.
I was really high on Jalen Suggs pre-draft, and definitely not as high as I'm now as I was then. He's fallen for me quite a bit, but I think he can rise over the next few years. It just Desmond Bane coming in, I think, really hurts him, and Paulo and Franz being good ball handlers, and I don't think that team has a great identity yet. And Jalen Suggs is in a tight situation, so we'll see where you have him, but he's fallen for me to be a interesting conversation here. But my number 4, you're probably gonna hate this. This is the first.
I think it's your number five, right? We're at 5.
Yes. Okay. Number 5.
Yes.
I'm going with Austin Reaves.
That was next. Come on, Zach. That was next for me.
The Magic have been dying for a point. Like, I'm still going by best available. I don't really care about the team fit here as we do this, to be honest. Even though that's fun to think about. But the Magic haven't had a scoring point guard. How long? Since what? Penny, I'm trying to think. I mean, the best guy, if they were to have Austin Reaves right now, it'd be that far, I think.
Yeah, no, that would have been that's who I wanted to select with the Oklahoma City Thunder, who needed a guy like Austin Reaves, like a guy who could handle the ball and initiate his own next to SGA. Like, that would have been perfect for that team. So I'm a little upset that you took Austin, man.
Do you think he has all-star potential? I think he could make it this year, potentially.
I mean, it's very early in the season, but if
right.
The All-Star game was today, he's an All-Star for sure. He's probably all NBA, right?
I'd say at least third team.
Yeah. Yep. All right. You took my guy at number 5. Back in 2021, the Oklahoma City Thunder took Josh Giddey, who's playing really well right now. But I think I'm going to go with Franz Wagner, because I think the version of Franz Wagner that doesn't go to the Magic is even better than he is now. And Wagner's raw stats, advanced stats, and everything else is really good. And he gets better every year. The swing factor for him is the three-point shooting. But I even like his game better than Paulo's. I don't think it's a great fit. They're not playing too well right now. But I think Wagner with the Oklahoma City Thunder would be he fits them really well. And that's who I would go with.
So you're Franz over Paulo for sure.
I like his game better. I like the way he plays basketball better. Is he better than Paulo? Yeah, probably. He probably is better. Yeah. I think Paulo has a lot to learn still, like when it comes to mentality and just like taking the right shot and learning how to use his teammates in the right way. I feel like Franz is a little more polished in that regard.
His three-point shooting is looking real for the first time ever.
Okay.
I mean, he went from 29% last year, 6 attempts. I mean, he's down to 4 attempts at 38% right now. I think it's here to stay. Let's hope. I mean, that'd be huge for Orlando, which they need, and himself. I think that was the biggest thing. Besides consistency for the guy, I think he's got just like a better version of, the way we talked about Scotty Barnes, even though they're much different players. I mean, they're all both well-rounded guys. I mean, Franz is so much better, and I think he is very good at, has an extremely high IQ, very good at playing within a system, passing, playmaking. I think he's just got the all-around game, and, his shot selection is one of the best in the league.
And he got some nice, Euros and floaters and same-hand finishes around the rim. He's really good around the rim. Yeah. I really like the way he plays basketball. So I'll go with Franz Wagner, number 6, to the Thunder. He would have won a championship in my alternative reality probably with SGA. But at number 7, the Golden State Warriors did select Jonathan Kuminga, who's playing well this year. Who do you have, Zak Noble?
All right, I'm going to go Jalen Johnson.
You taking all my guys, man. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, he probably would be so far ahead of Kuminga and where he is right now if he would have went to the Warriors at that place. I think he would have got minutes immediately because I thought he was good as soon as he came in for Atlanta. He just had some injury concerns, and it was tough playing with Trae Young a little bit, trying to figure things out. And John Collins there, that didn't help his cause. They were a log jam a little bit. And he's just a guy that once he got his opportunity, once he got healthy, he's showing everybody what he's made of. And I think his potential is an all-star, honestly, but it's got to be for a really good team. I don't think he's a guy that's a ceiling raiser by any means. Or, sorry, a floor raiser. He's not a floor raiser. He's more of a ceiling raiser. But, yeah, I like his defense. I like his scoring ability. What's next for him is just decision-making and being a guy that can make others around him better.
You know, I like it. So with the number 8 pick back in 2021, the Orlando Magic selected Franz. Franz is off the board. So the Orlando Magic need shooting. They've been known to draft length and athleticism. With that said, I have to go with Trey Murphy III. I think he's a great fit for both of those reasons. They need shooting. He fits what they do in the draft with the length, with the athleticism. I think if they had him now, they'd be a lot better off. And I have to go with Trey Murphy. Really like his game. Super 3 and D. Yeah. How do you feel about that one?
I'm a huge Trey Murphy guy just because he was on my show 2 or 3 years ago. And I think he's a great dude. I think he's a great fit on basically every team. I think every team needs a Trey Murphy. Very few players you can say that a player fits on the team, but his ceiling has really dwindled for me this year, even though we're early in the year. A lot can change.
He just had 41, no?
He did.
Yeah.
But it's consistency, man. It's consistency.
Yeah.
Corey Brewer had a 50-point game too, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not. Trey Murphy's already better than Pete Corey Brewer.
They're very different. Very different. Yeah. Okay.
But how high of a ceiling do you think Trey Murphy has? Because, like I said, it's out the door for me.
He's with the Pelicans. Like him with this version of the Orlando Magic, I think he's like the guy they need. They need a shooter. You know, they play defense. He plays defense. You know, he has the length. I think he would be a lot better off or in a great system, you know. Like Draymond is totally different. It's totally different. But Draymond doesn't become Draymond if he doesn't get, drafted by the Warriors. A lot of this is situation.
100%. No, I mean, if you put Trey Murphy instead of Paulo or Franz, game over. Like, I think he's averaging the stats as one of the more like Franz, but stats wise.
I agree. Sacramento Kings.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Sacramento Kings drafted Davion Mitchell, who's having a resurgence with the Miami Heat. Shouts to Davion. Shouts to Miami Heat. I hear he's an interesting character, a good guy, an interesting character. I'm assuming you're not going to draft Davion, so you are on the clock. Yeah,
Davion dropped all the way closer to 20 for me.
Okay. But at least he's going to stay in the league now, which is good.
Right. And you can argue, I mean, his defense is superior. He's still like all NBA defense. I mean, you could argue over some of these other guys just because he's got a skill like he's very, very good at, and that's what matters, and staying power in the NBA. So number 10 was Trey Murphy for me, and you took him pretty early. So I'm getting some good value here, and I am taking Josh Giddey. I think Josh is definitely the most improved player of the year right now. I think what he's doing is the biggest surprise in the NBA right now. To me, like, it's hard to think of anything more shocking than what he's doing. The fact that they're winning games, I don't think this is going to stick. I think they're going to end up having a losing record. But he's taken advantage of teams starting slow, and he's looking very, very good right now. The exact player we thought we were getting when he came into the NBA. It's just taken time. And he's doing it on a really bad team, in my opinion. Like, the guys around it, with Kobe White's not even out there. And he's helping bring Vucevic back to peak form almost. He's a real point guard in the NBA right now, which I thought he was going to be a 6th, 7th man. This guy can score and he's efficient right now. I hope it lasts because he's actually really fun to watch. He could be the only franchise cornerstone for Chicago, which they've desperately needed since, I don't know, Jimmy Butler maybe. I think they can build around Josh Giddey. I'm that high on him right now. I think he is a cornerstone for an NBA franchise, and I didn't think I'd ever say that about Josh Giddey.
Okay, the Memphis Grizzlies selected Zaire Williams. Part of me wants to draft Jalen Green because I still like Jalen Green. I actually had Green over Suggs. What was your thoughts on that back at the draft, by the way?
I was Green over Suggs. Yeah,
Me too.
It was a toss-up, and I will admit I was a little bit wrong. Like, I had Cade number 1, but I actually tried to make it a conversation, Green versus Cade. I tried. And
but yeah, no good.
No, not even close anymore.
I'm going to go with a little outside the box. Probably a few people I definitely could have selected. I'm going to go with Herb Jones because I think that Memphis team needs wing defense, and he's one of the best wing defenders in the league, and I'm a little higher in his offense than other people. I really like Herb Jones, and I think this team would just be a better basketball team with Herb Jones. It's more, even though I always like drafting best available over fit, it's a little more fit with this one for me. But I like Herb Jones with the Memphis Grizzlies, and I think they would just win more basketball games with him. So there you have it.
Love it. I mean, Herb Jones is a guy that, like I said, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones is another guy that can fit on any team. And probably those two and Cade are the only guys that we've mentioned so far that I think you can say that about.
Most definitely. Okay, so the Charlotte Hornets selected James Bouknight. I am absolutely sure that won't be your selection. That's been rough. Hope all is well with James Bouknight, but you are now on the clock with the Charlotte Hornets.
So James Bouknight is an NBA player I was dead wrong about. I was high on him coming in. I had him top 10.
He had a crazy handle. He had a crazy handle at UConn.
Yeah, and he's not in the league right now. He's probably overseas, hopefully.
So. Yeah.
He could be in the G League yet. I mean, being he played last year, he got okay run last year. Not really.
Right.
He didn't even get an opportunity. Okay, I'm not going to say I was necessarily wrong about James Bouknight because I always say if that player never gets a real opportunity and that player was outside the top 7, because I think outside the top 7, the opportunity is just everything and it changes for everyone. He averaged 9 minutes his first year, 31 games. The next year, 34, 15 minutes. So, James Bouknight, prayers to you, man. But, anyways, who am I taking for the Charlotte Hornets here? I'm taking a guy that I thought James Bouknight would be by now.
Wow.
Cam motherfucking Thomas.
Oh, man. You're high on Cam.
So high, man.
Crazy because, I'll put you, in the NBA Twitter category, right? Yeah. I feel like NBA Twitter people who are, real NBA Twitter nerds don't like players like Cam Thomas.
So, for me, I will tell you,
is that fair?
They hate him. That's that's a fact. They hate Jalen Green. They hate Cam. They hate isolation scores, man. They hate bucket getters.
They do. And then there's a type of player that they just higher on. What's that type of player? Talk to me, because it is a type of player that they're just higher on than everybody else.
Franz Wagner, the Şengün, the nerdy picks, man.
Franz Wagner, definitely.
Herbert Jones kind of in that category a little bit, for sure.
Yes, 100%. There you go. All right, so go ahead with your pick, though.
Yeah, so I was very high on Cam Thomas coming in, so I'm going to take credit for this one. My pre-draft board, I had him 6. And he's not far off from that. I had him 9 on my list here, and so he's just fallen a little bit for me. I think he's a guy that could have ended up having a Bradley Beal type career. I really believed in his game that much. He was put in a shitty situation.
Not as big, and the weaknesses
are
weaker. That's the problem.
What weaknesses are weaker than Bradley Beal?
Well, okay, Bradley Beal is not anywhere close to a point guard, but when it comes to game managing, like Cam Thomas is like it's like a real weakness for him.
Erratic, yeah.
Yeah,
His
like
IQ
Brad is
maybe.
that's not Brad's game, but it's not something you could go like, whoa, like it looks crazy him trying to manage the game. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. We saw what Brad looked like next to John Wall and some real NBA players. Cam Thomas never really has had that opportunity
Fair,
yet.
fair.
And until we see that, it's hard to say. Like, his stats, I mean, have been kind of comparable. And, I mean, Bradley Beal looked about the exact same on a terrible team when he was on a terrible team as Cam Thomas right now. This injury sucks. It's going to set him back a decent amount. And he didn't get paid. So that's going to also matter for his opportunity going forward. And NBA scouts or front offices are going to look at him kind of like NBA Twitter, I think. I think Cam Thomas might be in real trouble going forward here unless Brooklyn is the team that sticks with them and they develop these point guards they got there and they still slot Cam Thomas in.
Okay, so here's the thing: you drafted him with the Charlotte Hornets, correct?
Yes.
Does that make his situation any better? That's the problem.
Hell no. LaMelo would be there, but no. I mean,
I mean, they're both super talented, obviously, but does it work together? I don't know.
the
You
defense.
just like Cam. You were just like, this is the best available for me, so I'm going.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I said from the beginning, I'm not worried about fit too much here, and I mean, I think he's a great talent yet, but he's a guy that needs a perfect fit in order for it to work in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, look, like when Cam with ISO scoring, it's undeniable, right? It's undeniable. It's just, can he improve on those weaknesses? I think that's the question for him. Defensively, just a little bit of game managing, and he could be a very impactful player on a winning team, I believe. It's the hardest way to stick in the NBA, like the way Cam plays. Like, as a go-to type player, we see it with Mike James, you could be incredible and not have a job in the NBA. So him just being able to stick in the NBA is like, it's a thing, you know, it's a thing.
For sure. Put him next to like a Josh Hart or a Jalen Suggs, somebody like that. I mean, he is a different player. We're looking at him way different.
I agree. Okay, so now the San Antonio Spurs, the Spurs are usually good at drafting, man. They drafted Josh Primo here. That wasn't good, man.
Oh,
Wow.
what'd that kid get in trouble for again? Was it nudity or something?
I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not getting into what he got into trouble for on this podcast.
All right.
That's for like another podcast. That's not for here. Josh Primo though, he shouts to him. He's not playing basketball anymore, right?
I think he's in the G League.
Wow. Okay. Well, you know, prayers to him. Prayers to Josh Primo. But
He was with the Clippers last year for a minute.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. And then that stuff came out, whatever it was.
I have to go with Jonathan Kuminga. I can't let him slide any longer. Obviously, it hasn't been a great fit with Golden State. Overall, they play read and react offense. I don't know if Kuminga is a read and react type player. I do think in a situation like Cam Thomas is in, I think he could average like 26, right? On a team that's not very good. I think he's a great athlete. I think he has a lot of tools. And this year, he's actually learning how to play a little more read and react basketball. It's been better. Steve Kerr's been happy with him. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Jonathan Kuminga, one of the best athletes in this draft. He's really dynamic. He plays a coveted position in the NBA. And I think I can't let him slide any longer. So I'm going to go San Antonio Spurs, Jonathan Kuminga, hoping he's the next Kawhi Leonard, which probably won't happen, but we gotta hope for it. It's definitely a better pick than Josh Primo, even though I'm in hindsight and they had to pick in the moment, you know.
Do you think he ever got a fair chance in Golden State, or has yet even?
No, I don't think so. I think if somebody just gave him the keys, that'd be really interesting to see what happens, right?
Yeah, I think if he was in San Antonio originally, I think we'd be looking at him a lot different. He would have been a great fit with DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, I mean, look, we can't take it away from him. He is a champion. He did contribute.
Did he?
You know, a little bit. He played a little bit. Yeah,
he did more than Moody.
Hey, look, like just to be on the court at that age at an NBA level and contributing, you know, It's good. It's good. But yeah, we will move on. We got 2 more picks left. The Indiana Pacers selected Chris Duarte. Shouts to Chris Duarte. Shouts to the Dominican Republic. We appreciate you. But who do you have? You are on the clock, Zak Noble.
Duarte came out of the gates hot. Like, I thought he was going to stick around and be a 3-point weapon for a while. I mean, similar to draft mate Corey Kispert, but those guys, their opportunity faded kind of quick. Who am I going with here? Let's see. You took Kuminga? I can't believe. Have you taken Jalen Green yet?
Wow.
Jalen Green really fell this far? What a gift from the gods.
I agree.
Jalen Green here at 13? Yeah,
good, man.
That's a steal of the draft right here. I mean, anybody that can average 20 in the NBA, and we'll see if he can hang around with Devin Booker and do it again. I mean, that's such a terrible pairing. And, I mean, wifing up a 47-year-old woman will slow your life down pretty quick.
Oh my God!
He got that. He's one of those guys that I was always worried about. Once he got the bag, he'd just start slowing down, and I think we might be seeing it. Got paid, and
he's gonna slow. You think he's gonna slow down?
I think he's on the decline for sure.
So he's the steal of the draft, but he's on the decline.
He's the steal of this draft. the combo court draft, baby.
You got the 14th pick. Since you're the guest, Zach got the 14th pick. So who are you going with, Zak Noble?
Io Dosunmu, baby. Another back when I had the 4 Seasons show. I think you made an appearance on there. He was on that one as well.
What's the show today? What's the name of the show these days?
Yeah, all things NBA. So we are on season 2.5, maybe. It's season 2 for sure. But yeah, I mean we're growing. We still are with Ballislife. Still get some guests from time to time. We'll have you on here shortly. But really, Chris Persianen, young guy who covers the Knicks, does a lot in the sports media space, and he's had some breaking news over the summer. He's holding us up right now, and he works hard. He's a great kid, and I really think he's got a huge future in the NBA media space. Albert, who has been probably around the same time we have, but he's more on the sports betting side of things, and
okay,
just a fun conversation. We try to keep it one main topic every week. We went off on Russell Westbrook and the season he's having this last show, and no niche podcast is talking about that. So we'll see if we can.
Yeah, what's going on with Russell Westbrook? Inform me.
So I think it's because there's no expectations for this year. I think he's finally getting an opportunity to start really early in the season. He likes clusterfuck. He doesn't like structure in the NBA. He obviously likes just pure madness. Go back to his NBA or MVP season, and that team didn't fit much. They didn't have great 3-point shooting, and the dude's shooting 45% from 3 right now, and 15, 10 and 10 almost. I mean, the guy's playing next to DeMar DeRozan and Sabonis and Keegan Murray's who's shooting like his brother, Chris. Keegan Murray, that guy's gone downhill. Like, the spacing on that team is putrid. You just think Russell Westbrook would have no place. He's looking nice. We'll see how long this lasts, but this is the best Russell Westbrook start since, I don't know, 2021 probably?
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
To tell Coach Nick about this. He's not a fan of Russell Westbrook at all. I'm going to talk to him about this tomorrow.
Nobody on NBA Twitter really is. That's one of those guys.
Like that. He's like even more than a lot of people. Like he does not like his game. He does not like his game.
Yeah, it's interesting why he didn't work with Jokic, but
it did work. It did work a little bit, right?
A little bit, but it was still Denver fans still had the same issue the last 4 teams did. Clutch minutes, baby. Give Russ that ball in clutch time and shit gets crazy.
Yeah. Zach, thanks for taking the time. Can't wait to jump on your show. It's always fun talking basketball with you. It's been too long.
For sure.
We got to do it more. We got to do it more often, man.
Thanks for having me, brother. Good seeing you. Glad you're doing well, and we'll get in touch soon.
Talk soon.
All right, bro.